Sorry, YouTube. Sound should be back on now. Sorry, guys. I got so distracted with the eBay that I forgot to unmute the YouTube. Sorry, guys. Alright, John Smoltz to 49. Charlie Condon to 32. Here is our downtown. And that is James Wood. James Wood on the downtown for Washington. James Wood for Washington on the downtown. If the person who has Washington is here and would like that in a mag, let me know. Otherwise, there we go. Downtown James Wood. Yes, please. You got it. How you doing, Breaking Chords? Congratulations, my friend. Got these great new mags that you can put the penny sleeve on the card and then the card in the mag, which is awesome. There we go, my friends. There you go. Congrats. Congrats. You know, we'll go ahead and put this up. There you go. Alright. First encased card. 16 out of 25. That is George Kelly for the Yankees. George Kelly on the luminous lumber. That is for the Giants. George Kelly going to the Giants. My apologies. Luminous lumber. I'm going to double check it, but I'm sure it's the Giants. George Kelly right there, New York Giants. So that's San Francisco Giants. San Francisco Giants on that one. And our second card, the redemption. Here we go. Jersey Auto. Jersey Auto card number 39. That is Leo DeVries. Leo DeVries for the Padres. That is going to the San Diego Padres on that redemption. Alright, box number 2. Box number 2. That is Noble Mayer for Miami. That is 28 out of 49. Noble Mayer. Jesus Made. 11 out of 15 for the Milwaukee Brewers. Jesus Made. And on the horizon for the Houston Astros, that's Walker Janek. Walker Janek, and that is 34 out of 49. 34 of 49. For the Pittsburgh Pirates, that is Connor Griffin. 49 out of 49 on the jumbo patch. And on the Pristine Prospects. Pristine Prospects. That is going to the Giants. 2 out of 49. Josur Gonzalez. Josur Gonzalez for the San Francisco Giants. Box number 3. Evan Carter for Texas. That is 41 out of 49. Evan Carter, Texas Rangers. For the Tampa Bay Rays, their bright shining star, 30 out of 49. That is Junior Caminero. Junior Caminero for the Tampa Bay Rays. And this one is for the Yankees this time. That is 73 out of 99. Award-winning MVP of the league, 1950. That is Phil Rizzuto. Phil Rizzuto. On the full count swatches, that is for the New York Metropolitans. That is Luis Angel Acuna for the New York Mets. This one is numbered 9 out of 10. It's gold. Gold 9 out of 10. Luis Angel Acuna. Box 3, last card. Jersey autograph. That is Hagen Smith for the Chicago White Sox. Hagen Smith. That one is 68 out of 99. 68 of 99. Box number 4. Box number 4. Going to the Oakland A's. We're starting out with Jose Canseco. 73 out of 99. For the Baltimore Orioles, this one is Griff O'Farrell. 47 out of 49. This looks kind of red. That is a sick looking card though. That is Bob Gibson for the St. Louis Cardinals. On the timeless moment, Bob Gibson spins a Game 7 gem to win the 1967 World Series. And that is numbered 18 out of 20. 18 out of 20 on the Bob Gibson for the Cardinals. This one's going to the Diamondbacks. 32 out of 49. That is Slade Caldwell. Slade Caldwell. And, ooh. Am I reading that right? Spotlight Spikes. Spotlight Spikes. That's going to the Boston Red Sox. That is a picture of Christian Campbell's shoes. Christian Campbell's shoes auto. 3 out of 32. Just a picture of the shoes. It's not a piece of the shoe, but that's pretty cool. Been cooler if they put a spike in there. Box number 5. Nelson Cruz. Texas Rangers, 22 out of 25. 22 of 25. Philadelphia Phillies. That is 6 out of 15, Dante Nori. Dante Nori, 6 out of 15. On the horizon for Tampa Bay, Carson Williams. Carson Williams, 43 out of 49. For the Chicago White Sox, that's Braden Montgomery, 19 out of 25. Jersey auto of Nick Kurtz for the Oakland Athletics. That's huge, especially when he wins Rookie of the Year. Nick Kurtz. This is 91 out of 99. Box number 6. We will have a random, it looks like, unless these are all one team. They've got a triple auto coming. Triple auto. Unless they're all on one team, we will have a randomizer. Todd, did you get your Red Sox today? For the Dodgers, Alex Freeland. Alex Freeland, 50 out of 99. For Toronto, this young man has done a great job in the playoffs for the Toronto Blue Jays. That's Trey Yesavage, 14 out of 49. And then another one for the A's and another Nick Kurtz hit. That's 21 out of 99 on the horizon. On the horizon, Nick Kurtz. For Texas, Sebastian Walcott. That is 7 out of 10 gold. 7 out of 10 on the gold. And we got a trifecta signatures. Trifecta signatures. Four out of 5 green. Chase Burns, Nick Kurtz, and Seaver King. This will definitely be randomized after the break. Right after our last box, that will be random. Wow. That's a huge one. With those 3 players. Box number 7. For the Yankees, Austin Wells. That is 20 out of 49. 20 out of 49, Austin Wells for the Yankees. Blake Burke for Milwaukee. 45 out of 49. 45 of 49, Blake Burke. And on the horizon for the Padres, even though he's now with the Oakland A's, that is Leo DeVries. 9 out of 32. 9 out of 32. Luminous Lumber. 5 out of 49. That is slamming Sammy Sosa going to the Cubs. 5 out of 49, Sammy Sosa. Check the bat for cork. Just kidding. Timeless Moments. Timeless Moments. Woo, that's nice. Alex Gordon, Kansas City. Says Gordon's late blast knocks game 1. And it gives you a little story on the back. These are awesome. Nice auto. Alex Gordon on the auto. Box 8. May have a 101. I don't know. This guy making accusations. Who did I accuse of anything, Block? That's Tris Speaker. Tris Speaker for the Boston Red Sox. That is 95 out of 99. And for the Cardinals, Frankie Frisch. Frankie Frisch. And how about we get another one on the horizon for Leo DeVries. This is a Leo DeVries case. This is 9 out of 10 on the Leo DeVries. What? I didn't say that he did anything. I just said check it for cork. If there's no cork, then you know he was honest player. Sure. All right. Anyways, back to the next card. Another Luminous Lumber. 19 out of 25 going to the Detroit Tigers. That is Miguel Cabrera. Miggy. 19 out of 25. Day 1, it looks like. That is a day 1. 32 out of 32 going to the non-MLB spot. The NIL non-MLB spot. That is Jace Lavalette. All right, box number 9. Box number 9. Hi, eBay. How you doing today? Welcome to the show. All right, here's another one for the non-MLB NIL spot. That is Drew Burris, 2 out of 8. This one is Drew Burris for Georgia Tech on the non-MLB NIL spot. For the St. Louis Cardinals, that is 71 of 99. That is Yadi Molina. Yadi. And for the Houston Astros on the horizon, that is Cam Smith. 59 of 99. 59 of 99. For the Yankees, George Lombard Jr. on the full count swatches. Full count swatches, George Lombard Jr. 7 out of 25. Pristine Prospect. That is going to Seattle. That is Cole Young. 28 out of 32. Cole Young, 28 of 32. I don't know if there's something in there or if that's supposed to be there, but our last box. Then we will do our randomizer. Box number 10. Good luck on the last box, everybody. For the Diamondbacks, Jordan Lawler. That is 27 out of 49. 27 of 49. For the Chicago White Sox, Braden Montgomery. Braden Montgomery. And for the Brooklyn Dodgers, that is Pee Wee Reese. 39 out of 99. 39 out of 99 for the Brooklyn Dodgers on the legendary. Legend, wait for it, Dairy. All right. Another Luminous Lumber. Luminous Lumber, 20 out of 49. How about for the Cardinals, Lou Brock? Lou Brock. I would like to have had a piece of his shoe, not his bat, but that's pretty cool. And our last card of the break. It is a Jersey Auto. Jersey Auto. Numbered 41 of 49. It is a red and white team. And it is the St. Louis Cardinals again. That is Mason Wynn on the patch auto for St. Louis. St. Louis had a pretty good break. All right, so let's get this random set up real quick. All right, one more time. The random's going to be Chase Burns, Nick Kurtz, and Seaver King. Trifecta auto to 5. All right, eBay, you're coming with me. YouTube, we're going to set you up real quick. There we go. Let's turn this on. Switch you over. There we go. Okay. eBay, we're going to zoom you in. There are the names, guys. There are the names. We got Burns, Kurtz, and King. Burns, Kurtz, and King. We're going to roll the dice. Got to be 5 or higher. It is a 5. We're going 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Seaver King's on top after 4. Here we go, 5th time. Let's go into the Chase Burns spot and the Cincinnati Reds. Chase Burns and the Cincinnati Reds on that auto. Triple auto. All right. Should be all set. Here we go. Recap time. bit here. Here we go. There we go. All right, guys, here's our recap. Our patches. Full count swatch of George Lombard Jr., Sebastian Walcott on the double patch, Braden Montgomery on the jumbo patch, Slade Caldwell on the double. We got a full count swatch of Luis Angel Acuna and a jumbo of Connor Griffin. I feel like it backed up on the... Our luminous lumbers. We got Lou Brock for St. Louis. Lou Brock for St. Louis. Miguel Cabrera, Detroit. We got Sammy Sosa for Chicago and George Kelly going to the Giants. Our autos, Pristine Prospect, Cole Young. For the NIL non-MLB spot, Jason Lavalette. Jasur Gonzalez, that is for the Giants. Our timeless moment auto goes to the Kansas City Royals. Our jersey auto redemption goes to the Padres, that is Leo DeVries. Our patch autos, we got Mason Wynn, St. Louis. For Boston, we have a picture of his spikes. This is called Spotlight Spikes. Spotlight Spikes. Christian Campbell for the Red Sox. Hagen Smith on the patch auto. And there's a nice patch auto of Nick Kurtz. Our trifecta auto, we got Chase Burns, Nick Kurtz, and Seaver King. Went to the Chase Burns Cincinnati Red spot. And our downtown went to Break-In Records, I think it is, on eBay. Congratulations, Break-In. That is James Wood with the Washington Nationals on the downtown. There you go, my friend. You guys have yourself a great day. Thank you for being part of the break. Hope to see y'all next time. Have a great day. Peace.